Hey.
Whoa.
What's going on, y'all?
That was good. That was good, but it was a little too short. I liked it. That was good.
That was super quick.
Dang, I was like,
that was so quick it didn't even notify anybody.
I know.
That's crazy.
I was like, wait, it's live.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that. It was really cool though. For those of you who are just coming in, you missed a really cool intro. It was 0.2 seconds.
I think that's the one. I remember talking to you about it, and I was like, "There's three. There's one that's really, really short, and then there's I don't know.
That one was intense. You know when you're at a concert and like it just hits your face and you vibration.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What kind of concerts are you going to?
Yeah, what the hell?
Hey G, what's up, G? Hey,
welcome to Hump Day, everyone. Well,
hey, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna leave and come back. I got like triple echo going on.
Okay.
So
go.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, well, we'll see Rock in a minute.
Hi, Socks.
That's Peanut. It's feeding time. All right, you guys take over. We'll wait for Rock to come back.
Feeding time.
What's
All
going
right.
on, y'all?
Hi. Are we gonna talk to each other?
I guess so.
Okay.
What'd you pick up? Did you pick anything
How's
up?
everybody's week been? G, how's your week been? We actually, I don't think we did pick up anything this week, did
Honestly,
we?
no. It's been we haven't really bought anything.
You know what I wish we'd pick up? AC at my job, because y'all, the AC is out at my job and it is 85 degrees. And I know that I'm a Texas girl, but I was not built for it. I was not built for this type of heat.
Hey, Mo.
I'm dying.
The B-Day was good. I had a good day. I don't know. I mean, it was a chill day at the house. We just went out to eat. But I don't know. I got a lot of love, which, was really cool.
Yeah.
The community is crazy, people reaching out and stuff. So I appreciate that. Honestly, it meant a lot.
You felt the love. Yes, I know. Saturday is exciting. Are a lot of people going live, G? Or if Mo, for real. Yeah, for real. Are a lot of people gonna go and be at the show, or is it primarily?
And I wish I could.
I know. I wish I could too.
But yeah.
We love you, G.
Hold on, Rock is back. There we go.
Oh,
hey,
hello, Rock.
That was weird. I've never had that happen before.
You just had like a lot of echo, or what?
I would hear everybody all at once, but it kept echoing all around.
Yeah,
that's because I was I had secretly put some speakers in behind you. I just wanted to freak you out.
There you go.
That was so weird. That was crazy.
Well, we're all here now. So happy Wednesday, another week. I know you guys were talking a little bit about the week. Rock, you've got something kind of cool coming up. Do you want to start off and show this?
Yeah. So remember when we had Arlux on? They said that they were going to have some of these pieces in DIY form so I could show it off. And guys, this thing came. You guys know Arlux, right? Everything they do is solid resin casted, and everything is magnetized. So this is the base of the figure. It comes out to be like 12 inches.
Wow.
And you got the shoes that are magnetic, of course, right? And then you got the arms, and the detail on this guy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like a hot toy almost. It's like that detailed, and then
the way it snaps, it clicks. It sounds so.
Yeah, it clicks in, so it doesn't fall apart once you put it all together. But it makes it super easy for painting. So that's this part. Then the head, it's got a little super detailed head.
Jesus, wow.
Okay, so that goes in there, and then check out this helmet.
Oh my gosh.
That's very samurai feel to it. It's cool.
Separate pieces.
And it only gets better. It has then this goes on the helmet.
Oh snap.
This is funny. This is like Rock at Christmas Day. He's so excited about it. So it has this. It has this.
And it's cool because I can paint it. It's super easy. It's going to be a lot easier to paint. But check out these weapons.
Golly, the weapon's as big as he is.
That reminds me of like some Halo shit right there. That's
five different weapons.
Oh my god!
That he holds. So, wow. Yeah. So this will be coming soon. Yeah. So I haven't decided if we're going to have some of these at Decon or not. We don't know what's going on with these yet, but I'm sure the hell going to paint it. So
Rob, would you like to stay full screen the entire show?
please take me off. Please take me off.
By the way, Hot Toys is also Rock's stage name for his side gig. Just so you guys know.
It is. It actually is.
Yeah. Hot Ink Toys.
Are you painting one of those, Rock?
What's up,
I
Rob?
am. Yes.
Have you decided like your colorway and all that?
I'm gonna do this one kind of stealthy. It's gonna be a lot of black. The armor is gonna be like dry brush, so it has like some chrome look coming out of it. It'll be fun.
You need to do a camo one.
Sick.
That would be cool too.
Damn.
So more to come on that, but I told Arlux I would show that off when it came in.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Pretty
man.
amazing. Pretty amazing.
Nice.
So that's what I got in the mail.
EB, any pickups this week?
No, I don't think so.
I know we're all looking around. Like,
No.
yeah, no, I don't think so. We are going to get a new mattress. High five. Happy birthday present.
Whoa, you guys worked that one to death or what?
No,
Why do you have to bring up the
not like that.
That's not even-
Mattress in a what?
DC4,
I mean,
man.
whatever.
You get a new curling iron this week, B, or anything like that? Curling iron?
Bought some groceries, mowed the grass. You know, we
He turned another year older.
drove to work a few times.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
was pretty much it. It's
That's it. New mattress. That's your highlight.
yeah, it's a birthday gift because we need one. I don't know. Life's super exciting right now. Can't you tell?
It is. It is.
Oh, I mean, I didn't get it this week, but I did get this. Check this out.
Oh snap! I forgot about that.
Got this a few weeks ago. This is a custom Mr. Bone piece.
Oh, nice.
And it's like has like a clear
Pearl,
seal.
like a pearl to it.
I'm obsessed with that. I think it's the clear coat itself is that like pearlescent. I love how and look at the emo rainbow mask. Ugh,
It's a really cool little figure.
her face. Yeah, it's
That's
so good.
that's sick.
Yeah, I love it.
I got nothing. I picked up nothing this week. I'm boring.
I have no chat tonight, guys, so I'm sorry if I missed anybody's messages.
Where's your chat?
I think that's what happened. It messed up YouTube and it was playing double. I was over the top.
Hmm.
So
Well, we got a very cool guest coming up in just a little bit. We're going to bring on, guys. If you know the Do You Pooh comics, then you're going to love this episode. If you don't know the Do You Pooh comics, you're still going to love this episode. It's insane. So coming up in just a little bit, we'll bring on Marat. At the end of the show, we obviously have some announcements per usual. We are going to do a special little message and tribute to one of our own that we lost this week. So stick around till the very end. We also have a couple of really, really cool giveaways tonight.
dude, I want in on this. Like, we need to be able to win this. Like, come on.
They're pretty cool. So guys, again, tag everybody. Tonight is a giveaway night, so get everyone in here. They're not going to want to miss this. I think without further ado, let's bring on our guest.
Let's do it.
So guys, if you are a fan of comics, if you're a fan, if you go to comic cons, you've likely seen this individual sitting at a table with his comic line, and it is insane. The Do You Pooh, a line of comics.
Deadpool fan like myself.
I mean, everything in pop culture you can imagine. This individual has created in a cover form with the Do You Pooh line. And without further ado, let's bring on the man himself, Mr. Marat Mychaels. What's up, Marat?
Hey, everybody. How you guys doing?
There you go. What's up?
Welcome in.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Or are we good now?
I feel like I haven't seen you in days.
No, it's been so long. My heart missed you.
Well, I missed you too, buddy. I missed you too. For those of you who aren't aware, Chicago Fan Expo was just here in my backyard, so I got to see the fantastic Marat and picked up some goodies and got to hang with him a little bit, spend some time. It was awesome. So, Marat, for those of the people, so we have a live chat which is going to go. Some questions will come from this a little throughout the episode, but we also have a lot of people that watch this back in replay. So you're going to get some people that are going to maybe discover you for the first time. For those people who aren't familiar with you, just tell a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and maybe where you kind of started from.
I started off as Rob Liefeld's assistant, actually. I met Rob when I was 12 years old and he was 16 at a local Comic-Con in Los Angeles, where we grew up. We both grew up in Southern California and became buddies. I graduated high school, got hired on as his assistant right away. And a year later, they started Image Comics. And I was the first Image Comics rookie. I did a book called Brigade. So the first book I ever did sold over 1 million copies, which is kind of cool. Then a few years later, the reality of, getting in the comic industry hit. And I realized not every book I'm going to work on is going to sell hundreds of thousands. And I had about 15 years where I was, work for all the publishers from Marvel, DC, Zenescope. You name it, I probably worked for them. And then I started a book called Notti Nyce, and that kind of took off. It was kind of the reemergence of the Batgirl that started in the early 2010s. Started doing that. I was doing pretty good. And then me and a buddy of mine, Terry Sala, one night came up with this silly story. Basically, Winnie the Pooh as Deadpool. And I called him the next morning and I was like, Terry, let's just do this for fun. And we did. And I kind of thought, it'll be cool. We'll do 2 or 3 variant covers, a couple of conventions. But you know how the comic industry is finicky. People are into something and then they move on to the next thing. So I never thought it was really going to be this huge thing. And we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary of the Do You Pooh line of books. And we've done over 4,000 variant covers.
4,000 covers later, and here you are.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
And for those of you guys who aren't familiar with the Do You Pooh, I mean, you really tap into like every facet of pop culture. Anything that's relevant in the news, anything that's relevant in comic world, movie world, like you name it, you've done a cover on it. It is so cool. What's maybe 1 or 2 of your favorite covers you've ever done, and why?
I like the Biggie Smalls and the Pooh cover that we did, just because it was the first time we really started on hip hop stuff. And what else? So many, and they're so different. I work with a couple of really amazing colorists. Dan Feldmeyer, who does the digitally painted looking stuff, and Sean Forney, who does the more classic looking stuff. So we get different feels and vibes for things. A lot of the album covers we've done, like we did Appetite for Destruction, Ego. That's one of my favorites. The Poohcast, the Outcast cover.
So good.
I love a lot of classic covers because again, I really try to emulate the style, not just when I homage a cover. If it's a McFarlane cover, I try to ink and so like Todd McFarlane, or if it's Jim Lee, I try to do rendering and inking like Jim Lee does, and so on and so forth. If it's Neil Adams, I pull out the brush mark. So I always try to recreate the feel, not just homage.
Even the music, the album covers, they're spot on. Like the art in the background. The way you did the AT Aliens cover, and then
that cover was actually by a very talented artist and one of my closest friends, Dietrich Smith, who did AT Aliens.
Nice.
But yeah, the college dropout cover you just showed.
I got these from Ditto, actually. I think he grabbed these at Chicago, right?
Yeah. Probably 2 years ago.
3 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
These are some of my favorites.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and you've even done everything. Like when the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was going on, you did that funny mock cover.
that was actually
it's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
That was actually for mine. His wife asked for it because she's a huge Johnny Depp fan, and she hated what's her name,
Amber.
his ex-wife.
Yeah, Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it worked on me for a couple of weeks. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Because there's some covers that like the content's there and I'll sketch it out and I'll go, that might be too much of a button pushing thing. And I'm one to push a button, but once in a while, like, I stayed away from doing P. Diddy oil cover. I had a sketch, and I was like,
Come on.
That has to be done. That had to be done.
Come on. You got to do like a limited run just for DT4 or something. Come on. Great.
First comic drop.
So have you ever been like someone knocking on your door saying this has got to, you can't be doing this on a certain cover, or gotten any trouble or any feedback like stop this crap type stuff?
No, I was obviously, when I started at Pooh, now Winnie the Pooh was public domain. But when I started doing this, he was still, copyright to Disney. But I had a buddy of mine who's an attorney, and he looked into parody law, and he basically explained it to me. And I try to follow it as close as possible. But for years, I expected that knock at the door, like every day, with a cease and desist. And every day I'd be like, yes, I live to fight every day. I just knew if I wasn't doing stuff that was going to make their characters bad, or if I was egregious with like trying to do a line of toys or stuff like that, I knew if I stayed to, trading cards and comics and prints, they pretty much kind of let you go. When you push buttons, that they kind of come after you.
What made you choose Winnie the Pooh and Deadpool? Are those just two of your favorite characters?
Well, Deadpool's one of my favorite characters.
Nice.
Winnie the Pooh,
love it.
Doesn't hold any special meaning to me. Well, it does now, but back when we started this, it was just the name Deadpool. That was kind of
it's very organic.
Yeah, and like I said, me and Terry just had a conversation one night, and we just came up with this goofy story, and that was it. And we're like, let's just do it,
And you guys, like, anytime you go to one of the major cons, depending on what city you're in or whatever, you always do some exclusive covers. I know, being a Chicago guy, I love that you've done some of the Jordans and Sweetness and sports figures, that kind of mean a lot and resonated with me in my childhood. I'm sure you do that for many of the major cities. I'm sure you've probably done Lakers and every other kind of like major sport figure that you can think of. In fact, this last con, you did a very special cover, which we're going to give away in a little while. And it was the special limited edition of 200 cover. Do you want to talk about this and the inspiration here?
Well, this was Fan Expo. That was an official Fan Expo. I think it's the 5th official Fan Expo cover we done, 5th or 6th. And they actually asked for Superman. So that was kind of, again, a lot of the covers. It's a lot of retailers will come to me and they'll go like, hey, like Poohcast, for instance, the retailer came to me and he was like, hey, can we do the Outcast cover? Let's do it. So, a lot of the stuff is not me kind of having it in my mind. A lot of it has been people going, have you ever done this cover? Let's do this cover. Some of the ideas have been great. I've talked to a few, retailers away from doing covers, because I'm like, that's not going to sell. Like, you're going to sell 5 copies and then you're going to go books no wants. But for the most part, we stay with what's relevant, what's topical, what's hot right now. There's the classics. There's always classics, and then there's all the new stuff that comes around. So people are like, are you going to run out of ideas? Well, things happen. Like we did the cover for the Coldplay, when the guy got caught.
Yeah.
I grabbed my iPad. I started sketching out the cover as soon as that hit, the internet. And then I have people, because people know me, and they're like already working on that cover. I'm like, actually, I am.
Oh, yeah. Of course you are. Yeah. Now you got to do the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce proposal, I guess, right? I mean, geez, it's only the biggest news in the world.
Both my daughters are going nuts, so that'd be 2 sold right there.
Exactly.
So I know. So me personally, I'm a big Harley Quinn fan also, and I know you have. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your company, is it Counterpoint?
Yep.
Entertainment, and then under that is what Hardlee Thinn is produced under. Is that correct?
Yeah. We about maybe a year and a half after the Pooh thing really started gaining traction, and Harley Quinn was the hottest thing going. Well, I was like, hey, this parody stuff seems to be working for us. Let's start doing this Hardlee Thinn idea that we came up with. Again, me and Terry Sala kind of came up with a goofy story, and this is before. Now everybody does cosplay covers. I've done them. Everybody does them.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a parody when people were like, oh, I can't do a Harley Quinn book for DC, but I can do a Hardlee Thinn, for Marat. And so that was a pretty big hit for us for a while. We've kind of slowed down because, again, I pride myself on reading the market and understanding what people are picking up.
Yeah.
People are kind of not interested anymore. What's oversaturated, what's lacking. So I have a lot of retailer friends that I talk to on a weekly basis, just to always kind of have my finger on the pulse of things. So yeah, we did Hardlee Thinn. It was a really big book for us for about 5 years, and then the glut of art books, and cosplay from different publishers. It was just one of those things where we were like, we'll put one out once in a while, but we don't make that our major. Focus.
It's funny you say that because all of us we stream on the app called Whatnot, and we sell everything from designer toys, but I collect comics as well. And I mean, there was a giant explosion of all those cosplay covers, which is very saturated at the moment. Every single comic book seller is selling, like that's their main draw. But
well, I mean, I sell on Whatnot as well, so I totally get it. And we do like usually Pooh drops, and like came back from Chicago, and hey, I have copies of my Chicago book, and for people that miss out, and that's a great way to interact with fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I had no idea you were on Whatnot. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would have been in your shows. It's wild. I've also been trying to stay away from comics. I buy too much now.
Yeah.
Now these like music covers, I'll still buy, but it got bad for a little bit. So
how soon do we get the Deadpool toy? When's that coming? We need that.
Again, I am one to be a little cautious with copyright infringements and pushing the boundaries. We've done like small runs like custom toys, like 10 here and 5 here, just kind of different stuff. So we've done customs, but I don't know if there'll ever be a Pooh toy. Again, why poke the bear, right?
Oh, poke it. Get it poked. Like put a hole right through it. Deadpool is my guy.
In trouble.
We need Deadpool. We need more Deadpool. So
if you haven't noticed, he likes to push buttons too. Like he likes to, just poke the bear. It's fine.
Stick it. Yeah. What I mean, gotta live.
I don't
live
mind
life to the
bear,
fullest, right?
If the bear comes after all my savings, then I have a problem.
Facts. That is facts.
Yeah.
So now you were just at some major cons. I know you're kind of on the con circuit. What's like the next big con you'll be at?
Next big show is New York Comic Con.
So you'll be at NYCC. Can you tease anything that you've got planned for that as far as covers, or is that all under wraps?
We got big plans. So actually, I should be getting it in my inbox sometime today. This is the first time I'm kind of making it official, but Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, is doing a Do You Pooh cover for New York. So
get out of town. Let's go.
I have no idea what it looks like. I just told Rob, do whatever you want to do.
Hey, you've heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. Wow. I mean,
are you going to hit him with the cease and desist, or? I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy.
We're gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get somebody out there that I know to grab me one of those bad boys.
Crazy.
So we'll have that. We're gonna be doing Do You Pooh blind bags. So we're gonna super limited to 100 blind bag. Then we got another book that we do is called Tiggerverse. It's Tigger as Venom.
Nice.
Got a new Tiggerverse variant that will be dropping. Yep, there he is. Good old Tigger. So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff happening for New York. You know, things are coming together. A few things that were right there.
Nice.
Oh man, well, swing on
Well,
by,
Jay,
Jay. I'll be at the Hot Wheels booth.
Yeah, and Jay, I'll be hitting you up for some pickups for me for sure. I can't unfortunately make it to NYCC this year because of so many other cons that we've been to and I'm going to, but man, I can't wait for
Pretty
those.
soon, Jay Martin's going to get his own private jet. He's
That's
just
right.
everywhere.
Jay's a big damn deal.
I think that they just released the exhibitor list for NYCC today, if I remember correctly, or like a couple days ago. I just saw like the post on Instagram.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm always hanging out. So my buddies own Hot Flips, which sells the plastic sleeves and stuff like that, the protectors for photos.
Yes.
So I'd say maybe 90% of the conventions that I go to, I'm always hanging out with them at the table because they give a table in their booth and they're buddies, and I can get up and walk away because there's always somebody to watch the table, and
That's nice.
you know, so.
Or occasionally you
So
have
I
to
don't
fill
know.
a sleeve. I saw that happen at Chicago Fan Expo. You're like, hold on real quick. I got to go.
Yeah.
I have a question right now. Let me see.
Any good Liefeld stories? And what toys do?
I was going to ask what your collector. I mean, I see things behind you also, but
Yeah, I'm more about these. I'm cheap when it comes to my toys. I'm more about the PVC, the $50 Jones right there. I'll pick those
Nice.
up.
there's
All
nothing
over
wrong
my
with that.
office, you know. And then behind me is my little case that has some more of the higher end stuff.
I'm trying to make out what helmet is that?
That is a black and gold Montana signed helmet.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Let's I gotta go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
A hater or a lover?
Lover. Like I have 49er autographs going crazy, but I do not have the black and gold helmet.
Oh, I thought you hated it.
Oh no, that's insane.
Well, I'm a Niner fan, so and
Me
to
too,
me,
me
Joe's
too.
the GOAT. So, yeah, and I have a little mini helmet signed by Shaq over there. It's a little Laker mini helmet.
That's
I have
Wow.
then I have a basketball signed by all the Showtime Lakers.
Oh, nice.
Magic and Worthy and Scott and Kareem and all that.
Oh, we get along great on a long road trip. Lakers and 49ers were golden. And Deadpool.
I see that comedy right there, the Rock and Marat show on tour.
I
We
love
can make
that.
happen.
Yeah, not sure how far we'd make it, but we would go. I mean, we'd try.
Just push more buttons. And that's,
Marat, I want to take it a little bit further back because you said that you interned or you were an apprentice for Rob Liefeld. How did that connection take place?
crazy.
I mean, tell us that story. That's got to be insane.
Again, there was a local convention, and I would go there every month with a buddy of mine. And Rob would show up here and there because there was other local artists, Art Bear, who wound up working at Marvel, DC. He was always there. Bruce Patterson was an inker at DC at the time, would always set up a table at the small little con. And Rob would come once in a while. And like I said, when I was 12 and he was 16, all the local artists would chat. And I met him. We kind of, through the years, we'd see each other at shows and we become more friendlier. And he got hired on by DC to work on Hawk and Dove. Him and Jim Valentino were sharing the studio, and they invited me to come hang out and learn. They knew I was going to be an artist, like a comic book artist. That's the only thing I wanted to do. So the first couple of times I went up to their studio, I was 15. I didn't even have like a driver's license. So I would take like the local bus. It would be like a 2.5-hour bus ride. And I would go up there and, hang out with them, and became friendlier and friendlier with Rob and Jim. And I graduated high school and Rob was just like, hey, I need an assistant. Do you want the job?
Wow, crazy.
And I was like, yeah. And
kind of right place, right time too, a little bit too, right?
Yeah, and it, it paid like crap. It was $100 a week, but that was for an assistant. That was good money, and I would go do my daily thing at Rob. It would be an hour drive there and an hour drive back home. And then I would go work at a video store till midnight. I'd work the late shift because I could survive on $400 a month. And my mom was pretty much set against it until she said, you have 1 year, and after a year, you either move out the house or you're going to college. And I laughed because I was like, have you seen my grades? Like, I'm going to junior college if I'm going anywhere. College is not happening. And then, you know, about, I don't know, a little less than a year in, Rob asked me to help him pencil X-Force 5. He was behind on his deadlines, and he felt that I could pencil over his layouts.
Yeah, the chops.
And I was supposed to get credit because I was also the go-between between Rob and all the editors. Because, you know, like, they'd always call and they'd be like, hey, Marat, are we getting these pages? And Rob would just go like, tell them this. The pages are coming. And, you know, back then you fax things back and forth. So I talked to the editor. I was like, you know, I'm going to get credit, right? I'm getting credit in this book. And he was like, Marat, you're going to get credit. I got you. You're good, golden. I told all my friends, I'm about to be a published artist at 18. Like, let's go screw yourself. You know, and they're like, yeah, we'll see. And then that book came out, and my name was not in the credits. And it broke my heart. But, and Rob has always been very generous. When it came time to get paid, he gave me part of his royalty.
Oh, damn,
So,
nice.
I was 18 years old, and for, I think I did like maybe 8 pages. He gave me a check for $8,500. So, and that I showed that to my mom.
Yeah,
I showed that to my mom, and I was like, "All right,
Awesome.
you can stop, you know, telling me about I'm not going to make it. This isn't a good career path." And then again, Image happened months after that, and then it just, you know, went crazy. Again, my deal for Brigade was, you know, we'll see what it sells. Like, I just drew it. Rob gave me the story. I drew it. And I was like, worst case scenario, you know, I got 20 pages of practice. And then when that came out, Rob had me that royalty check. Then my mom never said a word again about me being a comic book artist. She just she said, okay.
That's the ultimate mic drop right there.
Is.
You said that you knew you were going to be a comic book artist. I mean, you must have been drawing when you were like a kid, right? You were inspired by comics, obviously.
I was always into drawing, but I got into comics 1982. I was 10 years old. So 10 years old, I got into comics, and it really was like I remember the first book I picked up was X-Men 173.
Let's go, X-Men.
I went home, and I think I stayed up till 2 a.m. just rereading that book, looking. It was just like, once I saw that book, the fever hit me, and from that day on, that's what I was going to do with my life. And I lived in Hollywood, in the West Hollywood area, and the local comic store there, the Golden Apple, was huge. It was a very trendy store. It's where all the like Nicholas Cage would come in that store. Dave Stevens would come in. Howard Shakin would come in. And I'm talking about to pick up their books. Roy Thomas and his wife, they would come in because they all worked in Burbank, which is not far. So I was going to that store. I was only like 10, 11 years old. And I was there all the time because my family was dirt poor. So I could only afford like 1 comic book a week. But that was not going to feed the beast inside. So I was in there all the time. And finally, like, they said, hey, kid, do you want a job? And they were like, we can't pay you, but we'll give you store credit. You're in here all the time anyway.
Gone.
That was my first job, like, making bags and boards all day for store credit.
Let's go.
And, you know, that's how I started, started building up my collection. And again, it was a blessing because, you know, here I was, this chubby little kid, and, you know, they'd have like store appearances by the biggest people in the industry, you know.
That's crazy.
I got to hang out. I was like 13, 14 years old, and I'm getting storytelling lessons from Frank Miller, and you know, just like that, which is just insane for a kid. You know, I'm talking to, you know, Howard Chaykin all the time, and I'm talking to, you know, Roy Thomas all the time. You know, getting to know these people, getting advice, showing in my sketchbook all the time. So I was, you know, like I was just blessed in these opportunities that I realized were cool then, but you know, looking back, I was like, holy crap, like this is not normal. This is just such an awesome thing that somehow I lucked into. You know,
I mean,
so,
it's an amazing story, and for somebody who also grew up loving comics and X-Men was my jam, I'd wait for that next episode every month. And I would even go to like 7-Elevens, you know, and look at the little, like they had the little things that would spin around and you could pick your comics out, stuff like that. I mean, it's just, I can only imagine my eyes would have just been like, oh my God, little me, little Ditto is freaking out right now. What about, what about comics? Like obviously X-Men was a big one for you. What were kind of a few of your favorites that you collected when you were a kid?
I was, you know, I was drawn to artists first and foremost. So I started with X-Men, which was the Paul Smith stuff. And then I got into John Byrne. So I tried to do that whole X-Men run. Then Teen Titans, I was a huge fan of. Daredevil, Frank Miller's Daredevil was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I really like my just appetite for artists, you know. And again, being in a comic book store, I had access to all this amazing stuff that I don't know if I would otherwise, you know, be able, you know, to even know that it existed. Because I would. They'd be like, oh, you're into this guy. All right, well, check out, you know, you like John Byrne. Well, John Byrne loves Jack Kirby and John Byrne loves Neil Adams. And there you go.
Yeah, you said Frank Miller. And, you know, this is obviously an homage to a classic run,
Yep.
Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. And this is one I saw at Chicago. And I was like, wait a minute. Rot. The hell, you're hiding this from me, bro. And I picked that one up so fast. It was great.
Oh, that foil is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's got like
I like that.
You know?
Sick. So good. This is another one I picked up too. Another homage to a great comic thread right there. This one's it's hard to tell, but it's got a beautiful glitter effect to it.
Yeah.
It's Steamboat Willie. You guys know I'm a huge Steamboat Willie collector.
Silver Surfer.
Steamboat Willie is the Silver Surfer right there, famous Thor thread. That
One of my favorite covers of all time.
Yeah, I like that one too. That's cool.
I picked up for those of you who love both Batman and Deadpool right there. Bat-Poo and Deadpool. And then of course I picked up, and we're gonna do some giveaways here in a little bit. Maybe we'll do one here right now. I picked up a couple of really cool things. So of course I had to get the Fan Expo cover to 200, and I went up there and I was like begging the guy. I'm like, look, Marat's gonna sign some of these for our YouTube channel. I know this is a pain in the ass to ask, but I need like the lowest numbering series you guys have left. And he like brought me the whole box and let me flip through. It was great. I got number 23 out of 200, and of course, he put a little Michael Jordan on there.
I thought I had an MJ here somewhere. I can't find him.
And but check this out, guys. For you guys, and this will be the last giveaway of the night tonight. I got 24 out of 200, and you know, being a LA guy, I had to have him do the Kobe. So this is going to be the giveaway tonight. A little remark Kobe on the limited to 200 edition Superman. We've also got two other giveaways. One, of course, very, very timely right now, the Pooh-tastic 4 with the Marvel movie that just came out. This cover is insane, too. It's hard to pick up right here. I don't know if you can put me full
screen. Yeah, it's kind of
got
got texture to it.
Yeah, it's got like the nice beveled
snake skin. It's like snake skin on there.
And then, of course, he's got a volume 1 coloring book right there, too. And we're going to give one of these away, and it's signed by...
Coloring book? That's cool.
So why don't we do the coloring book right now? Marat, why don't you talk about the inspiration behind this coloring book? I know this is your volume 1. You plan on a volume 2. Talk about this.
Yeah, we're working on volume 2 right now. So the inspiration behind the
Flip through
coloring
that,
book
Ditto.
is
Flip through that.
if,
Go ahead.
if you actually read the Do You Pooh book, it's pretty adult oriented. There's cussing, there's, you know, it's not a kid's book. But we get a ton of kids looking at the covers. And then parents are like, hey, you know, I want to get this for my kid. And I give them the warning, like, hey, there's a few F-bombs in there. There's things that happen that maybe your 6-year-old shouldn't see. So we did the coloring book for that reason. I was like, yeah, if they're into it, buy them the coloring book. They can color it. They can have a good time. It's also a way to show some of the earlier covers. With the Pooh stuff, we've always done super low print run. We've never done huge runs. A lot of them are limited to 25 copies.
Wow.
So some of them are just impossible to find, or they're like crazy on eBay. You know, they're $300-$400 books, you know. So I figured it was a good way to show people some of the earlier covers, you know, without valuing the originals.
That's cool. I like that.
And have something when people, when families come by the table.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that giveaway first? Let's do the giveaway. Marat, since you are our very special guest, let's think of a little quick hashtag that people can put in the chat. What do you want the hashtag to be for entering in the giveaway right now?
How about some Yes I Pooh?
There you go.
There we
Hashtag
go.
Yes I Pooh. POOH. Yes I Pooh. Where's Pooh Pooh
Yes,
Pooh? Put him in here right now. He'd be going crazy. So again, guys, tag everybody right now. Now's the time. We're going to start to do a few of these giveaways. We're going to do 3 separate giveaways. First one being the Volume 1 coloring book, signed by Marat. I didn't color in it yet, I promise. Maybe I'll do one little quick coloring before I send it off to the winner. But
Here you go, little ditto coloring action.
and then a little bit later, we're going to give away this fantastic Pooh cover signed again by Marat. And then the big giveaway will be at the end, which is the LE 200 Fan Expo Superman edition, numbered 24 out of 200 with the Kobe Bryant remark, which is unbelievably cool.
Got to be in here to win, guys. So stick around. We got 3 different giveaways. So
Stick around.
So Marat, what plans do you have coming up in the near future that you want to? Anything? Obviously, NYCC was huge news, but any other cool things on the horizon that you want to talk about?
I'm flying to Florida next week to do a 2-day stream with PCB Hobbies.
Nice.
If they are one of the biggest retailers on eBay Live, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then, and like I said, it's New York is the biggie. And then right now we have we're actually bringing Notti Nyce back. So we have a Kickstarter going right now for the Notti Nyce. I'm pretty excited. Took a few years off. Just the Pooh train was going too fast. I couldn't, you know. We're in Florida, Panama City, Florida.
that's
You know, I've never been.
Watch out for Florida, man. That's all I gotta say.
no Panama City's beautiful this time of year. You'll love it this time of year.
I've been to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Jacksonville, but I've never been to Panama. So it'll be fun. It's a work trip. I won't have any time to really enjoy it, but you know, it'll be a good time.
Look, I would encourage you guys too. I mean, Marat's a super cool dude, really down to earth, very approachable, very easy to talk to. You know, sometimes you go to these, you know, artist alleys and some of the comic book artists are there and it feels like they don't want to be there. Marat is not that. He is very approachable, very cool. If you guys go check him out at NYCC or any other con maybe next year, please go check him out. Go buy some of his copies. He'll even do sketches if you want to commission him sometimes right there. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Marat, but, you know, he's done some of that kind of stuff in the past. It's really worth it. I mean, first off, you're supporting an amazing artist, but you're getting a really, really unique, cool piece of one, you know, history in your collection. So go check him out and tell him DT4 sent you.
That's right.
Yeah, and I love talking to the fans. It's a blast. I was a huge. I became friends with George Perez, who was the nicest creator to fans. He kind of became a mentor. So the way I approach it is always the way I want to be treated, is the way I treat fans. Because when I was young, I'd go meet some of my favorite creators, and some of them were awesome, but then others you're like, ugh, like, I love your work, but I was
right. Well, they always say careful what you ask for, right? Sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes, but I can tell you, Marat is everything that he's cracked up to be here. He's just a super chill, really cool dude, and you're constantly like I was hanging with him for a little bit, and I probably saw 12 different people coming up, like dapping him up, high-fiving him, hugs, handshakes. Oh my God, bro, talking to him, and he gets into it. He loves it, man. So go check him out for sure. All right, let's give this first one away. How many entries we have?
Looks like we have
12. That's Maya's favorite number.
All right, well, you got a few of you guys. You only get like a few more seconds. Hashtag yes I do in this chat right now, and you're entered to win. So. And then if you do win, guys, they're all in my possession. So if you want to DM me either through the DT4 _ live site or directly on my IG, then I'll make the arrangements to get these, winnings into your hands, guys. So
that's probably all, because if you think about it, you've got that one going on the live stream and us 4.
Yeah.
So if that would be.
All right. Well, let's run it. Good luck, everybody. And again, tag everybody in here, because the last giveaway is a insane banger. I mean,
well, let's go.
I mean, they're all insane because they're signed and everything, so you can't beat that.
Good luck.
Christina.
Nice.
You're going to be coloring some Pooh books.
And Christina has been in the chat, hyping everybody up, saying "Let's go!" So always shouting out. So that couldn't have worked better.
You guys don't know Christina. Christina is in all of, like, when I used to do DT4 on Thursday nights, she would always be in there. She's in a lot of Funko live streams, just promoting in the chat, promoting everybody. So congratulations,
That's
Christina.
awesome.
We love you. She's been around forever.
Christina, do us a favor. When you get this in your hands, please tag DT4 _ live and Marat Mychaels. What's your IG handle so people can tag you or follow you, Marat?
Marat Mychaels.
There you go. Just like it's spelled right there on his quadrant right there, Marat Mychaels @handle. So there you go, guys. So Christina, we appreciate you. Congrats. So who are some of your, obviously Rob Liefeld, but who are some of your kind of artist inspirations, growing up and maybe even, as an adult?
Huge John Byrne and George Perez. Huge Mark Silvestri fan. Love Mark.
Mark's
Paul
awesome
Smith
too. He's so cool.
Paul Smith was a big one. I'm kind of influenced by anything cool. You kind of look at something and you go, can I apply any of this to my work? Even to this, you kind of realize what style doesn't work, what style does, what you can take from different influences. Like I said, Frank Miller was a huge influence on storytelling.
Yeah.
You kind of like, when I wanted to learn how to draw better women, I was into Dave Stevens for about 1.5 years, and then I realized I will never draw a woman as pretty as Dave Stevens can draw. So, you just pick up influences as you go, and try to get better. But those were big. Like Brian Hitch a lot. He was, when he was doing the Ultimates, I was very influenced by a lot of the things he does. I don't know how he drew those backgrounds day in and day out, but about the shadowing, Mignola, you don't see it in my work, but he's a big influence. As far as lighting and using blacks and stuff. So I pick stuff up from, any source I can to make myself a little better. And doing the Pooh covers, it just kind of happens because when you're, like I said, if you pick up, I'm got a homage, whatever, Spider-Man 100, and that's a John Romita Sr. cover, and you're trying to break it down and emulate the style, you kind of learn as you're doing
Yeah.
it. You go, oh, this is why he does this. This is why he used this technique here, and this is why he did that there. You know, and then you switch from that to, like, you know, a Jim Lee cover, which is completely different. But you go, oh, that's why Jim renders like this, and that's why he does this. So I feel like the Pooh covers has actually made me a much better artist because I was breaking down formulas from the original covers.
I know you've obviously know a lot of these comic book artists. You've gotten to work with them in some way, shape, or form, collab with some of them. Let's manifest something right now for you, Marat. What's a dream collab you'd love to do that maybe you never have had the opportunity or would like to?
Besides being on this show,
Of course, that's a given.
Dream collab. Oh, that's a tough one. I've gone to work with Alan Moore, so that was pretty fantastic. I've done some books with Robert Kirkman. That was fun. I love Robert.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
George Perez inked the cover over me, so I got to do that. You know, probably a dream collab would be to have something inked by Scott Williams because he's such an amazing inker. That would be fun because as a penciler, I mean, I like my work, but I really love working with inkers. I feel like it's such an art form, and it brings so much to the art. You know, that would be great to work with Scott. But you know,
well, Scott, when you watch this episode, there you go. Now you know.
You know, he inked some guy named Jim Lee. He's kind of got his game.
Some little guy named Jim Lee. That he's
some guy. I think he did a thing or two in comics. And then collabs. You know, maybe I would love to do something with Mark Millar. I think he's a fantastic creator. Fun. But yeah.
There we go. So we got some. We've manifested it out there. Hopefully, some of these come to fruition for you.
Well, I'm sure they're going to watch the show back.
For sure. Let's do another.
Yeah, he's a huge influence too. I love art.
Let's do the giveaway for the Fantastic Four, the Poohtastic Four. What hashtag do you want to use on this one, Marat?
Ooh, how about Poohtastic?
Poohtastic. There you go. Just like that. Pooh-tastic. Poohtastic. Hashtag Poohtastic. We're going to give that one away. One of the things we like to do here, Marat, is learn a little bit about the person behind the artist as well. So we're going to give you some quick hitter questions here.
All right.
Are you a foodie? Do you cook at all? Because we have a couple of people in here. One in particular, ACB, who's a big fan. He's a foodie. He likens himself a foodie. So, and he cooks food. He always puts it on Instagram.
I eat food.
Looks. How about you? Do you cook, or is there a favorite food you like to get out?
I love Chinese food. I love it. I love eating, but I was a kid and I lost a lot of weight. And I was at one point in my life I almost hit 300 pounds. So as much as I love to eat, I always on a daily basis I really try to watch what I eat, or else I will balloon so quick. So you know, I stay away from being a foodie.
All right.
But you know, everybody else, like I love a good burger, I love a good steak, you know. But as far as cooking, it's usually grilled chicken and steak.
Healthy eater, and there's nothing wrong with that, Marat.
That's what we had on that. My stomach's already rumbling.
Yeah, we had grilled chicken salad.
I'm feeling bad about myself now, Marat. Thank you very much. I just wolfed down a double cheeseburger for dinner. No, I'm joking. But what about your playlist? Like when you're kind of penciling out these covers and working in the art mode, do you have are you listening to music? Are you watching streaming shows? Like, what is that process like? And what is
usually I'll stream shows.
Okay.
Especially shows that like I don't really have to look. Usually I'll stream like, you know, some kind of like dramas more than anything, because I don't have to look up. I can follow the storyline just by listening and glancing once every 5-10 minutes. My playlist is crazy. I listen to everything. You can come in my office and it could be playing like hardcore hip hop from the 90s and 2000s, or you could be coming in and Backstreet Boys can be on. Like, I have no shame when it comes to my playlist.
I'm okay with that.
Rock actually used to be in a boy band. It's crazy. Yeah.
Do we have a Do You Pooh Backstreet Boy edition?
We have not done that yet.
We'll wait for the Orlando show for Disney experience or something, right?
There you go. I'll put on my white shirt, bring the fan so it's constantly blowing in the wind.
I'm imagining now in my brain you just busting out dance moves in that office right there. That's all I can think about now.
With your Joe Montana helmet on.
What's a couple of your favorite streaming or binge-worthy shows that you're watching right now?
There's a show called Countdown on Prime that I really like. I'm watching Revival, which is based on an Image comic. That's super cool. That's on Peacock. What else am I watching? I'm trying to watch that Aliens, the new Aliens, Alien Earth.
Okay.
Man, I'm having a hard time really getting into that one. I was super excited about it, and it's just kind of slow.
Yeah, that's the worst when that happens. I did that Lord of the Rings series. That same thing happened to me. I was so excited about it, and I just kind of never could really get into it. If you were going to be isolated on like an island and you can only bring 3 pieces of like media, like a comic book or your favorite movies or songs or whatever, what would be 2 or 3 or 4 of your favorite things you'd bring?
Oh man, comic book, that's tough. So many good ones. You're stopping me on that one. It might be X-Men 3, just because that's the one that started it all for me.
I love that.
Sketchbook? You got a sketchbook in your bag, or
yeah, sketchbook for sure. At one point I wanted to do I like reality TV, and I wanted to do Big Brother. And
I love Big Brother. Yeah, nice.
I was like, I'll get on Big Brother and I'll just draw while I'm there. And so I looked into it, but you're not allowed to have any of that stuff. No pen, no paper.
No.
So
Are you watching the current season of Big Brother, Marat?
I am not. I'm like 2 years behind.
Okay, all right.
We're current. We're big on this house. In this house,
I was going to ask who you thought the winner would be this year. Who was the winner 3 years ago? No, I'm kidding. All right, one last question for me, and then I'm sure Rock and Ian B have some final ones, and then we'll do that. Let's do this giveaway right now.
Giveaway, because I got a fantasy draft I got to do.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Good luck.
G Marie.
Rick, let's run it again. 2 out of 3. Run it.
Last question I have for you, Marat, is if you had one piece of advice that you could go back in time and tell your younger self, what would that be?
Draw more. So when Image hit, and I kind of went from a nobody to basically a superstar in like no time, because Image was so huge when it started. And I was making really good money for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, whatever I was. I got my first royalty check. I wish I had drawn more. I wish I put out more books. I just wish I had done more work. And really, it's kind of hard when you're 20 and all of a sudden, you're the richest one in your friend group, and you can afford all the things your friends can't. You want to go enjoy that. You want to enjoy them. So it's like, hey, instead of in an extra couple hours and doing another page or starting on the next page, I was like, hey, let's go, shoot pool. It's on me. I got everybody covered. Yeah.
Let's go grab a Joe Montana black and gold helmet. Yeah.
That didn't happen until my 40s. But
okay. All right.
but yeah, I really wish, you know, I was a little more driven when I was. If I had the work ethic I have now, when Image first started, I'd probably have been a millionaire at like 23. But I was nowhere near close to that because, you know, you draw one book, and you know you make enough to cover, you know, half a year basically of rent. And, you know, at that age, you know, you also don't understand. I didn't understand, and I don't think any of the guys in the studio that were in my age group understood that this is not the way things are. Like, basically, you have lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
This isn't the norm. But for us, we all started, and that was the norm. You know, when you start here, you don't know that there's a down here. You're like, oh, this is awesome. This is where it's always going to be at. And so I would have done that. I would have worked a lot more.
Do you keep a lot of your old stuff, or do you still have some of your old stuff back when you were younger, your drawings or anything?
I have like some drawings at my mom's house, you know, before I broke in. But I've never been like attached to my own work. I've always been like, hey, I can draw another one. I'll draw another one. So I always sold my pages. You know, I'd rather fans have them and enjoy them than they're just sitting in a stack somewhere, which actually worked out because in the late 2000s, I think 2008 or 9, I had a house fire and everything I owned burned down. So I'm glad a lot of that art wasn't there, that it was, you know, in somebody else's hands. You know, my whole childhood comic collection burned out and stuff.
Oh my God.
So, you know, so I'm glad that I didn't keep all my old work.
Yeah.
Well, Marat, if somebody wanted to reach out to you, and I mean, maybe get a commission or a remark or something like of that nature, are you open for any of that kind of stuff now? And how can people reach out?
Usually, you know, either on Facebook or Instagram. It's the easiest way to get to me. You know, I answer pretty regularly. I run my own stuff, so yeah, reach out to me and we'll set it up. So, you know, always depends on you know, my schedule at the time, but I'm always happy to do stuff like that. So
okay, great. Well, again, guys, look for Marat. I know you've been very generous with your time, Marat. We want to keep you. I know you probably got other stuff you got to get to here, but any final words or message for the audience here?
Again, if you guys have been supporting the Pooh stuff, thank you so much. It's been a crazy ride. If this is your first time hearing about it, check it out. It's not for everybody, but I tell everybody, eventually there's going to be a cover that I do that's going to be your favorite album or your favorite comic or your favorite movie poster, and I'll get you eventually. Eventually, you'll have one in your collection.
And everybody needs to poo. So
that's true.
That's mandatory.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, Marat, we genuinely appreciate you, man. You're an incredible human, and just we love Do You Pooh. We're big fans here at DT4. So obviously you've seen me at many of the cons. E and I came by, I think SDCC maybe couple of 2 or 3 years ago and saw you together. Yeah. So yeah, we're big fans here. So again, guys, give Marat a follow. It's at Marat Mychaels, and hit him up. And if you're going to NYCC, go give him a visit. Tell him DT4 sent you. Go pick up some of his art.
Yeah, come hang out.
Somebody grab me one of those exclusives. Marat, we're going to go, but we are going to do this giveaway in a minute. What do you want the final hashtag to be for the Remark exclusive 24 of 200 Super Pooh?
Let's go Mamba. It's Kobe, so let's go Mamba. Hashtag Mamba.
All right, hashtag Mamba. Kobe. All right, hashtag Mamba, and then Marat will. If you ever have anything coming up you want to promote, you have a welcome invite to always come back on and talk to us anytime.
I appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Rob. Great to see you guys again.
Yes, sir.
And we'll definitely do this again sometime for sure.
Yeah, anytime. Come on back anytime.
Perfect. Love you,
Yes,
Marat.
we
Thanks,
will.
buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Guys, appreciate you all.
Have a good
Thank
night.
Oh, he's the best. I love Marat. He's awesome. All right, guys. So again, you're going to get in for hashtag Mamba. This is going to be the final giveaway of the night. Tag everybody because again, this was only limited to 200 copies. I got number 24 of 200, and then can you put me full screen real quick just for a second, E? Let's show this bad boy off here. Hashtag Mamba. It's got a really cool, crazy remark here. My microphone's covering it right there, Kobe. And it's signed by Marat. So this is really, really cool. That's just the sticker out front. So.
Can somebody enter for me, please? Somebody enter for me.
It's insane. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the final giveaway of the night. So get in. Let's go around the room real quick. We're going to save a nice little tribute to a close friend here at the very end, but let's go around the room and just kind of talk about what we got coming up. EB, do you guys want to go first, maybe?
Yeah.
Sure. We don't really have anything new.
You're in Sketches show, right? You're in Sketches show.
Yes, we are at Sketches show. So that is coming up this upcoming Saturday. And from what I hear, so it's going to be live initially first for buyers there in person. And then after that, they were going to be doing a live Whatnot show that evening. And so that's at 7 Eastern, I think is what he said on Whatnot.
And if you guys are big fans, there's some stuff that's only going to be on Whatnot. So get on Whatnot afterwards. So come check that out. So
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so 7:30 Eastern.
Okay. So 6:30 Central.
Whatever.
And so yeah, E and I both have a piece in that show. And then we do have a show that we're in for Decon.
Yeah, we had some things for Decon, which I'm not sure if that's been announced, so I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, aside from that, just same old. We got our streams, and then just got a lot of events happening.
Yeah. Yep.
Just trying to stay afloat, man. Living life, life's getting crazy right now.
Yeah, you're getting old, man. It's
that time of year. School's back in. It's fall. It's like it's the end of the summer. And
so the Aggies play on Saturday.
Football season. That's right.
And
hey guys, B. Saldana's in our fantasy league. She's gonna win it this year. It's crazy.
You better stop saying that out loud. You're gonna jinx me so bad.
I'm jinxing you to win.
Please.
We're all playing for second place. Anyway, Rock, what do you got coming up?
I said this last DT4. It's all prep work for Decon and now Collected Con. I did put in for a booth for Collected Con as well. Since it's going to be in LA, I got to go down there for that. Some cool. We just came up with it's going to be a drop for Collected Con. It's going to be one of my characters. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together. California, one of my characters. So that'll be fun. And then just cranking out stuff for Decon. So much to paint. So
nice.
Hopefully we'll get it all done.
Guys, we got some special things collectively, individually coming up. Decon rather is going to be. You're talking about Decon prep, not Collected Con prep, right?
Both. Well, no, Collected Con will be a California drop of one of my characters.
But that's April, bro. That's April.
But hey, they got to be made and they got to be painted.
All right. But we all will be at Decon this year. So if you're attending Decon, hit us up and we'll try to find you and meet up and say hey and give handshakes and hugs and high fives and all of it. Probably create some content while we're there. We have some really, really cool shows coming up, guys. Next episode is Dalek. And if you know, I'll talk about Designer Toy Legend right there. And that's going to be on September 10th. 10th, yeah.
Is that what the date was?
8th.
8th?
Let me.
No, it's October 8th.
I think it's September 10th and 24th are there two.
Yeah.
Okay, well then there we go. Yes, 10th, 24th. I'm already into October, clearly.
Rock said October. I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, it's October 8th, but September 10th. Yes.
And then we got something special we can't quite talk about yet coming up on the 24th of September as well. So that show is locked in. Stay tuned. Best bet to always learn about information is DT4_live on IG. So if you're not, please give us a follow over there. We also are going to do a preview show in early November for DCon, and we're going to have some special guests, maybe a special co-host. So stay tuned for details on that. A lot really cool things coming up here on DT4. So please give us the follows, the subscribe, the smash the like button, all of it.
And guys, stay tuned for the Space Lab. Like that, I've seen these pieces that Sketch has been sneak peeking me, and they are, god dang it, insane. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of artists in this show. I'm probably going to pull mine out of the show because these things are just absolutely insane. Just so be there for that, and then definitely be there for the Whatnot show.
Lots of October birthdays.
The October birthdays. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, does our pal Teely have a show tomorrow and Whatnot?
Yes, and they're so cute.
Nobody else bid on the little nug. What's it called? The nugget?
Now everybody's
don't tell people the one you don't want to bid on.
Nugget.
You want that nugget?
Couple quick programming notes for me personally. I will not be on for Labor Day weekend. I'm just taking a Friday off, so I'll be back on September 5th, regular Friday shows. Lots of really cool one-on-one artists coming up, so stay tuned for that. Personally, I am in a couple of things that I'm going to be customizing shows. I'm in the Frank 2 show this fall. Frank and He's. I'm pretty excited about my concept for that. And I'm in 2 or 3 things at DCon, which I can't quite talk about yet, but coming soon. And I'm going to have some fun sticker collabs and things like that too that I'm excited about. So it'll be cool. Let's run this giveaway, and then let's say our final words for a friend that we lost this week here. So, guys, this is an insane giveaway. Please get in on this. Marat Mychaels, this was limited to 200 copies of this bad boy. It was remarked. I had it remarked by Marat. Since it was 24, we put Kobe on there, signed. Very, very cool opportunity here. I've got 23 and MJ in my collection. Here we go. Good luck.
Whoever wins entered for me.
Give it to Rock.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, well, come on. You know that's happening now.
He entered for me. I asked him to enter. I texted him right message.
Sketchy, a.k.a. Should I just put a.k.a. Rock on here?
Thank you, Sketch.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Congrats, Rock. We're gonna change the mode just for a minute here. I'm gonna let kind of Rock start this off, guys. As you know, this week we lost a dear friend to the community, incredible collector, incredible seller on Whatnot, and just an incredible human being with a very huge heart. So I'll let Rock start, and we'll all go around the room. And
if you guys have been on Whatnot at all, Jeff 88 Hoverboard was his screen name. Been around since the app started with me. I know that. Like he was in day one show of mine when I did Funko, and he's been around forever. He's the nicest guy you would ever meet. He does charity work. He comes into shows and just everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He was just a great, great guy. And we lost a good one unexpectedly. It was again, it's happened to me. It's the thing I want to say about that is Jeff was a great guy, and I know his family's feeling and what they're feeling right now. And my thing to everybody right now is to tell the ones that you love them every day. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know, you just don't know. So don't let the day go by when the person that you may have a tiff with or a little falling out with, don't worry about it. Just tell the people you love them every day. That's my thing. And Jeff was that way. He brokered my deal that I had last night. All the toys that I got from being destroyed, I got back. And Jeff was part of that deal a couple weeks ago and messaged me and said, hey, let's get these toys in your hands and get them back out to people. So Jeff helped with that, and I appreciate him. He was a great guy. But yeah, that's I don't want to go too far, but
EB,
yeah.
What would you like to say about Jeff?
Well, we kind of talked about in our show the this past Saturday, but he was such a presence in the community, and just like his positive vibes kind of just had a way of like rippling through. And he would come in and he would just either buy something and give it away. I shared that one of my favorite shows we've ever done is where he came in and bought like 3 boxes of creatives cards, and then he's like, we're just going to give them all away. So we did 72 giveaways that night, all courtesy of Jeff. And then he's like, oh, and I'll pay for the extra shipping for all the, he was just over the top. His kindness just overflowed to everyone. He just had, he had a really special spirit about him. And so
it's one of those things you can tell, like, I thanked them afterwards. It's like, you didn't have to do that. And you can tell when people are genuine. You could just tell.
Yeah, some people do that for a reason. He doesn't. He just did it.
He's like, and he wrote this long, hey man, first of all, I want to support, and he did it to be positive. Like, he's just a great guy.
Yeah. But, and he really loved the designer toy community. He multiple times he messaged me on IG just talking about how he really appreciated our community, us for, everybody in the designer toy community, how welcoming we, the community on Whatnot was to him, and how he was trying to kind of move over to that side of Whatnot just because of the positivity on that side of the platform. And so I think the message is to just continue to be kind to one another, continue to keep his spirit alive by doing little acts of kindness, whatever it is, whether it be on Whatnot or in your daily life. I think that's the best way to commemorate and keep people alive, in your memory by just sharing his kindness to others. So
yeah,
we had mad respect for all of us. He told Rock in a chat that he shared with us in our group chat. He told Ian B. He told me time and time again how much he loved all 4 of us. Sorry, I'm going to get a little emotional. He got, this is the kind of guy Jeff was, and I know we're talking about how generous and giving he was, but this just showed the heart he had. A couple weeks ago, I did a stream and spontaneously brought Jay and his crew on because they did a First Friday, and a lot of the pieces didn't sell, and we sold some pieces, and here comes Hoverboard. And he's buying 3 or 4 different, massively, sized canvases. And the last one he bought was a Son of Saint that, I spotlighted, and he knows that Saint and I are buddies. And it was like $400 canvas. And he's like, ditto, that's coming to you. And I was just like, come on, man. Like, you don't have to do that. But that's the kind of guy he was. And he didn't just do it for me. He didn't just do it for Ian B. He didn't just do it for Rock. He did it for everybody. So,
and I want to echo that too. And I think I said that a little bit is Jeff has been doing stuff like this 4 or 5 years ago. Like when I first met him in the Funko side of the world, like he was in every one of my soda shows and he would buy stuff. Like he was a friend for like way, I know this is more current stuff, but he's been around forever and he's been that way. He was that way all the time. Just a great, great guy. So,
and it wasn't even about the financial support as much as it was about just the action behind it, and then the words that he spoke to go along with it. Anybody can buy something, and money is money at the end of the day. But what his intentions were with that is what really spoke the highest out of all of it.
Yep, for sure.
100%.
Yep.
He is definitely a presence that will be missed. We need more like him in this world. God bless you, Jeff. We love you.
Yep, for sure.
I think that's probably a good place to end this. So,
yep.
Like Rock said, guys, tell the people that you hold dear that you love them. Don't hesitate. I know we're all busy and we get busy in our daily lives. One of the things that I'm, holding on to was that, I thank Jeff time and time again, on my stream and in the stream after that, but I meant to send him a personal reach out, and I just got so damn busy that I didn't do it. And,
and that's part of what we talk, a lot of us, on a daily basis about love, sharing love, promoting, positivity. Do that in your daily stuff too. It's not just about coming on a stream and saying, hey, let's share love. Do it in your daily. Do something nice for somebody next to you. Help somebody put their groceries in their car if they're struggling. Just basic stuff, and tell the ones that you love them every day, and you won't have that empty heart. There's some stuff, same thing Ditto just said, is some things I really wanted to get said to my wife before she left, and it didn't happen. And it'll put a pit in you forever. So if you're thinking about it, just pick up the phone, send a text, whatever it is, just do it, and it'll make you feel so much better on a daily basis. So,
amen. Jeff, you're going to be missed. We need more like you, buddy. God bless.
We definitely do.
Till next week, guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks with another great show.
Yep.
Thank you guys
There
for
you go.
being here. Y'all have a great week.
Be safe, stay happy, and gosh darn it, guys, be nice to each other.